We're seeing what I'm calling a presidential pause in the real estate housing market. Let's talk about it. The real estate market has been a little bit slower the past few months, and I've heard folks say that it's, well, people are just hoarding their 2% rates, as they should, unless they have to move. I've heard that, oh, well, people are just waiting for rates to come down. And then my hypothesis has been that it's kind of a combination of interest rates as well as the election. Now, I read a great article by Bankrate that said that this actually historically has not been the case, and some of the best years for appreciation were election years. However, Veterans United did a study that showed that 60% of active home buyers are taking the election into account, and 38% of them are quote unquote pausing until we see what happens with the election. Now, I had a tweet a while ago about like COVID comps, effectively what properties sold for with low rates and how like they're no longer accurate now that rates are higher. Similarly, with this presidential pause, I'm a little bit less interested in what sold 30, 60, 90 days ago. And I'm a little bit more interested in what's currently on the market, what's currently pending, and at what price point was it listed. So if you're a real estate investor or a real estate agent, you're going to want to be looking at the most current data that you have. While things are a little bit weird, we want to know what's going on in real time versus what happened 2, 3, 4, 5 months ago. Now, the interesting thing with this is there is a decent bit of speculation that the Fed is going to cut rates in September. I've been saying for a while now that I think as rates start to decline, it'll be super interesting to see what happens with kind of frenzy in the market. I do think that it will be interested to see if they cut rates by 0.25% or 0.5%, what that does to the overall sentiment around the real estate market. Do we see an uptick in listings? Do we see an uptick in buys? Does inventory get shorter? Obviously, a lot of this is hyper local, but there is also kind of a national thing at play here. We're in a really interesting time with a lot of uncertainty between the upcoming election, interest rates, and then seasonally, we're also kind of out of the prime time. Now, I'm not an economist, I'm not a politician, but if I'm currently the administration in office, I'm wanting to do everything I can to make things feel better, make the economy look better pre-voting time as possible, right? If you're a real estate investor, I kind of look at it like dollar cost averaging. It's just with houses, not with the stock market. We're going to continue investing because, well, like it's what we do for a living. We don't have the ability to just like, let me kick my feet back and wait and see what happens. We want to get good deals today based off the data that we have at hand. If you're buying right now and rates drop and interest and prices spike a little bit, perfect. If you're buying right now, you should also be getting such good deals that if they don't drop or the election doesn't go the way people want or the economy gets worse, that you still have margin to safely get in and out of that deal. Personally, we're looking for shorter positions in property right now. I'm not looking for an 1890 built house that's worth 200K that I'm buying for 50 that needs a 100K remodel. I would way rather buy the place right now that just needs carpet paint and a roof and to get put back on the market. I personally believe the next 6 months are going to be very interesting in real estate and have the potential to be a lot of fun. And I think that's going to be the case whether property values go up or go down. Personally, I'd rather be investing in a market that's got some movement to it than one that's just a little bit stagnant. I'm all for stability. That's why I'm in real estate and not in like, meme coins or other BS. But if there's anything I've learned from the decade that I've been in the real estate space, it's that movement of properties is always a good thing. Thank you for taking the time to watch today's video. Again, my name is Ryan Dossey. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys next time.